In this video, I'll show you how to add a Google form to a Google Classroom. So I'll start with the classwork tab. I'll choose create, and we'll say that it is an assignment. And I'm going to call this Algebra Final. Instructions, please complete this final exam. I've already made the Google form, so I'm going to click here and say add, and I'll choose Google Drive. And now I need to find the Algebra Final. So I'm going to look, Algebra Final. And it's right here, so it'll show up. So I'll choose that and I'll add it. Now I know that this is a 50-point final, so I'm going to set it as 50. I'll call it no due date. Well, I'll change the due date, call it the today and our time. And there's no rubric. And the only student in this class is Alexander Dawson because it's test. And I'll go ahead and assign it. So now I'm going to sign out of my account and I'm going to sign into Alexander's account. So I'll open up the peer tutoring and I'll see his Algebra Final. So I'll click in there and I'll open it. Now the hard thing is this is actually a long quiz or a long test, so I'm going to do some bogus answers for part 1. So assuming that you're taking this, you'll see page 1 of 6, so I'll keep going. Part 1 is nice because you're just doing multiple choice. And we're still multiple choice. And now I do part 2. So the interesting thing about the files, one thing Elena and I noticed at the end of the year is sometimes our kids put bogus things. So you add a file, I'm going to pick bogus things, so I'm not doing any work right now. They were expected to do their work on paper, take a picture, and then upload it. So I'm going to select a file from my device. I'm just going to pick something. So I will pick a picture of myself, select it, and upload. Once submitted, it says files cannot be edited or removed, so the kids really have to be certain about what they're doing. So I'm going to add all the files, and I'll just pick different files and upload. And I think there's just a few of these. So this one, state the coordinates of the point. Okay. Use a picture, add files. So I'll pick a wedding cake. So we did get some odd things. Did I add the file already there? No. So I need to put something else up. No, I can't do a screen recording, so I will do another screenshot. Explain your answer. Test. Add file. So I'll do NISMA. Add another file. And this will be our last file to add. So when we do that, now we're going to choose submit. And it says it's waiting, and it says thank you for completing the final. Open the assignment, response submitted, and assignment is marked as done. So that's nice, it marks it as done for you. You can open the assignment, and I can see that Alexander has turned it in and has put it back in as me. So I'm going to change myself over to Alexander again. And I'll go in and see, okay, here I am. And you can see that it's turned in. There's no work attached because it's just done as a form. He did not get a score right now because I have it set up for manual review. So I'll go back to myself and I can go into peer tutoring and go to the algebra final, and I can open his form and I can see his responses. So that's kind of funny, actually. So I'm seeing it as so I guess I just see it as the actual test. So I would need to go look and see his work. So I can import his grade, and that will overwrite other things. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to say, okay, you can see that he's turned it in. And I can see and where I have written nothing for him.